And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at High Tide, an enemy add-on for Wander the Cult at Barnacle Bay. Now, I'm also taking a look at a couple of clamshell packs of extra dice and basically some extra add-ons for this game. So it's basically, if you already like the game, here's some extra stuff you can add. Here it is. So here's the four new heroes. These two are the ones that come in High Tide, and these two come by themselves. Eileen, Cola, Bart, and Chompy. Eileen comes with, and Chompy both come with a weapon that uses both hands and does 4 attack. Cola is the best, I think, for weapon-wise, because he starts with one that's a ranged weapon and one that's a hand-to-hand. And then Bart only gets a single hand-to-hand. Eileen gets some pretty smashing special abilities. With the special one here is +2 actions if you get her all the way up. Also, being able to move through water spaces, that's fantastic. Cola here is about throwing stuff and he has his bombs that he throws. And also, hey, grape strength, lemon strength, cherry bomb, sour apple gas. What is sour apple gas? So that's kind of a neat space, and he can rally heroes that are down in his space. Bart here, actually Bart has some pretty cool things, like they're a ranger in essence, where they can pick a creature and they're +2 defense against that creature and things like that, or all hits cause knockdowns. I don't know though, my least favorite of the new heroes. I don't feel like he's cool enough. Chompy, of course, you want to play because you want to do a bear shark, and the thick hide +1 defense and wounded enemies and +1 attack per wound on Chompy. It's one of my favorite things. Of course, that's not as amazing at this point in time by the time you get to it, but still, again, bear shark. Here's the two new bad guys. We have the boomer, who when you defeat the boomer, it's going to poison everyone close to it. And then we have the guard, which when you're attacking a spot with them, you have to hit them. They block line of sight. And then they have 2 armor and 5 health, and that's their lowest level. 3 armor and 9 health as time goes by. So they're definitely just a pain in the neck and make it harder. And then there's a bunch more spawn cards that are included so that you can add these guys, so that you'll see boomers and guards show up when you're spawning things, which is a nice, an easy way to add more creatures and things into the deck. So 2 of the characters, Eileen and Cola, come in clamshell packages. Pretty easy to open, although I'll just store them in the box. The new dice that you can get, these are dice additions. They're really the same thing. I don't know which ones I like better. Orange and blue, they look the same. The only difference is that the Wild Burst side here has, the W here for Wander. So that's pretty cool. And I'm always a big fan of having extra dice. The set itself that comes with all the miniatures, and taking a look at the miniatures, they look really, I really like these guys. These guys are great. They just look really cool. It's one of my favorite models ever, actually. And this is pretty much the same model as the original game. And I like this model too. And then these guys just look like they're aristocratic guys, but I like them. It's good to have this. Of course, all this stuff easily fits into the base box, and there's also some more cards that have to do with the new monsters that we'll put in the deck. All the cards are good quality. Alright, there's not much more I can say than that. It's pretty standard stuff. It adds more monsters. The 2 typical monsters, the one that blows up and the highly defensive monster, they show up in a lot of stuff. 4 new heroes is great, though. That gives a lot of options. Really like the assassin. Really like the fact that you can be a bear shark now and fight bear sharks. That's cool. So it just adds more stuff. Very easy. If someone's ever played before, you could put all this stuff in and they would never know. I like more stuff, and this is what High Tide does. Dice Tower Judgment, approved!